Happy Wednesday again, everybody. So let's go ahead and take a look at the overall S&P 500. We've been kind of churning in the same area for the last about 2 weeks or so in the 280s, just under 280 level. Obviously, you can see from previously last year in October through December that 280 was the triple rejection that we saw, and that preceded a massive move. So this entire move off of the lows from Christmas was something that I didn't really anticipate. But when we were given the Powell put on that next day after Christmas, market pretty much just said we're going higher. So over the last few days, though, we've seen some pretty bearish moves overall intraday. First one came on the 25th, and the other one was 2 days ago. This move was pretty gnarly, so it kind of preceded what I'm expecting today, which did happen, and then possibly a retest of at least the 273 area. But we all know that when the market goes down, it goes down a lot faster than it goes up. So some of the other areas that have been on interest still are the marijuana sector. They've been kind of hanging around the same area, so overall that ETF is kind of sitting there. I believe the leader has still been CGC, Cron actually as well. So this has been a pretty interesting name even from quite a while ago, even back when it was in the OTC area, but especially around the 6. So that's something to be aware of. Overall, I want to take a look at Bitcoin and gold. So Bitcoin's essentially getting close to that downtrend line. So we had the 4,000 rejection that was 2 weeks ago. So I think that's going to be a very key area of interest. So if it does happen to ever explode over that 4,000, I think you're going to see a lot of interest rush back in the market. So even just on these previous days, some of the other crypto stocks that are out there, they made some pretty impressive moves within those 2 day periods. So just kind of be aware of that. Be aware of the 4,000 mark. I think some FOMO will actually happen around the 4,500 area, just because it's going to be, it broke 4,000, it's holding, and then you'll kind of get a rush. But I do expect a retest back in that area. It is still very possible this is not the bottom. However, the risk reward is much better than it was in the 6,000 area when we were expecting 3,000. So just kind of be aware of that. Oil. Or actually, no, I wanted to actually go to gold because gold's kind of in an interesting spot as well. So it's been charging, and then always during these moves when they're the kind of first initial run up, I always like to pay attention to the first big down momentum move. So overall, gold's been kind of quiet for the last, I think it's been like 6-7 years. So I remember I was trading it a lot back in 2012, 13. And also late 2016. So nothing really to be done until it breaks over the 1370. It's really 1400 area. But this is starting to be a pretty constructive trend overall. I think my trend line is a little bit off, but we are close based off where that 1200 is. So just something to be aware of is that I like these moves. Ideally, a 1260 low. That way it kind of bounces off of there. Anything below 1250 is more concerning than constructive. So I think oil has also been kind of preceding market moves, so just kind of be aware of that. Is that if oil were to take another leg down, I believe the market is going to fall with it. So hopefully that helps you guys out, and I will talk to you next week.